Jennifer. Thank you for coming in today. I looked up your resume and I believe you may be a good candidate for the patient account representative position. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to ask a few more questions before we make our final decision.
Yes, that'd be great.
All right, first off, what subjects in school did you like the least and why?
I would say that I loved all of my classes, but my least favorite was probably my interpersonal skills class. Not because it didn't teach me a lot of important things, but we always had to videotape ourselves in our sessions, and I always felt kind of embarrassed when I had to watch them with the entire class because I don't really like watching myself on TV.
I think that's understandable.
So it was kind of weird, but it was okay.
All right. Question 2. Why did you choose your college or university that you chose to go to?
I go to COTC, which is Central Ohio Technical College, and I was told that they had a really good human services program, so I figured why not, and it's close to my house.
Good. This job requires initiative and hard work. What, in your experience, demonstrates these qualities?
I'm also in the Navy Reserves. I've been in the military for almost 16 years, so when something needed to be done, I was always the one that made sure it got done. If I needed help, I would get people to help me. If other people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, I help them along their way to make sure that their job also gets done. So I'm always, you know, the one pushing and making sure that everything's done on time and everything's done correctly. So, and I've also been known to be the one that won't back down from a challenge, and, you know, there's no job too big or too small. So I'll do anything that I need to do.
All right. Question 4. How do you think your present boss would describe you?
My present boss? Well, that would probably be my Navy chief, and he would probably say that I am very punctual. I have not been late in 16 years, never called in sick in 16 years, so that's a big accomplishment, I think. I'm very responsible. If I'm given a job, I do my job and I do it as well as I can. I'm extremely, extremely organized. You know, being in the military, it's very attention to detail type thing. So one little mistake, you know, you could end up actually killing someone. So I'm very organized. I'm happy-go-lucky. So I would hope that that would be how they would describe me.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, say maybe 10 years?
In 5 years, I've actually given this a lot of thought. I'm hoping to at least have my bachelor's by then, and I would like the degree to be in chemical dependency primarily, and then I also want to work and get some sort of schooling with PTSD, maybe psychology type stuff. And then in 10 years, I'm hoping that I will have my own detox treatment facility for PTSD and for chemical dependency.
Okay, wow.
Any other type of addictions.
All right. Why did you choose the career you're now pursuing?
I chose the career that I'm pursuing now mostly because I feel that drug abuse and overdoses and addiction is a huge problem that this nation is facing. And I would like to try to help if I could. So that, and also I have a personal interest in the chemical dependency field. I have a lot of friends and family who, you know, have succumbed to temptation and they need help, and I'm hoping that, you know, if I take the schooling and stuff, that I might be able to help them go down a different path.
Okay. What are your greatest strengths and your greatest weaknesses?
That is a tough question. I would say that my greatest strengths is the fact that I am very dependable and hardworking, and I would say that my biggest weakness is maybe letting my emotions get the best of me. Sometimes, you know, if there's people that need help and I can't help them, you know, it will show. You know, if I get mad because someone is treating someone badly and there's nothing I can do about it, you know, my emotions will get the best of me. And my mom always says that I wear my heart on my sleeve, so that's probably a strength but also a weakness.
Okay. Question 8. How do you work under pressure?
The way I work under pressure is I just try to stay calm. I focus, just breathe, and that's pretty much helped me through any bad or intense situation that I've been in.
Okay. Why should we hire you, and what qualifies you for this position?
Well, as you can see on my resume, I have several years experience with customer service, with billing and cash applications, which is a few of the main tasks and jobs that the job description online said that you were looking for. So I think that I would be a great asset to the Lincoln Memorial Hospital customer relations department.
All right. What part of this job do you think would be most difficult?
I almost can say with all certainty that I noticed that you do collections, and you also have a way where people can fill out like assistance applications. If maybe they don't have enough money to pay their bill, they can get some assistance from the hospital. So I would say my biggest problem would be if someone called in and by looking at their account, you know that they're an elderly person and they're probably living on Social Security. They may not have a lot of money, and for whatever reason the assistance won't go through for them, and you know that by them having to pay this hospital bill, it's going to put them in a financial hardship. And I just think of my own grandparents, how I would feel if, you know, they're older and they're having to go back to work at Walmart because their hospital bill is too high. So that would probably be my biggest problem.
Okay. Do you have any geographical preferences and why?
I do, but I don't. Right now, I would say that my preference would be to stay in Newark for at least the next few years, working at the hospital. And that is mainly because my husband just got a job at the railroad, so within the next couple of years, he'll be able to move up and possibly transfer to a different railroad. So once that's a possibility, then I would be more than happy to relocate to a different branch if I could.
Okay, and our last question is, would you be willing to travel or to relocate?
I would definitely be willing to travel. I love to travel. That's one of the reasons why I joined the Navy, was to see the world. So I haven't been to very many states, just countries. So traveling for my job would definitely not be a problem. And visiting new places is always an adventure. So, you know, I'm always up to that.
All right, well, those were my questions. Thank you for coming in today. We'll have our decision made quickly.
All right, well, thank you for bringing me in.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye.